Hi everyone, my name is Julie Sonner and I am a museum programs coordinator at the Kentucky History Center and Museums. And today we're going to learn how to make weaving. So our museum is known for having the collection of the Churchill Weavers, a company out of Berea, Kentucky. And they wove everything from blankets and clothing all the way to experimental cloth for spacesuits. So today we're going to just learn the very basics for weaving. So items that you have around your house, you'll need a piece of cardboard, some yarn, scissors, and I'm going to use a weaving needle today, but if you have a pencil, that works just as good. Just make sure it has a nice pointy tip. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to take your piece of cardboard and you're going to create your loom. So you want to have the same amount of cuts on both sides of your loom. So I'm going to just do a quick one with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cuts. Now if you make more cuts, you're going to have a bigger piece at the end. If you make less, it's going to be smaller and thinner. Okay, so now we have equal ones on both sides. We're going to start by making our warp. So our warp is our base lines. You're going to take your yarn, go ahead and put it in one of the notches here, and then tape it off to keep it in place. Now this is the fun part. You're going to weave it down, up, and then you're going to move to the next cut, put that in there, and then back up, next, over and down, down, over, up, down, over, up, all the way until your loom is complete. Now you're going to cut off the end there, tape it down, and there you have it. So that's your starting piece here. Now you're going to want to cut a really long piece of yarn in any color that you choose. You can switch colors as you go. You can see with my example here, I switched halfway through and then switched back. So with one end, you're going to tie to the very corner. So right at the top there on your warp. Now the part that we weave is called our weft. We're going to be weaving in and out. And the other end of the string goes on your needle or your pencil. Just make sure it's nice and tied tight or taped down. That'll make it a lot easier to weave. Okay? So now what we're going to do, we're going to go over and under, all the way down the line. So just like that, and when you pull all the way through, you've got your first line. Now at the end here, you don't want to go back with the stuff you've already made because it'll just take it out. So you have to go over and then you alternate going under and over. So that way when you pull through, it stays nice and tight. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more of these for you. Now you can see here, you can still see the purple color underneath. If you don't want to see that, you push it up. And the more you push up, the tighter your weave will be. You can see my weave is really tight here. My under thread was pink and you can barely see it just at the top. Do a couple more of these. Okay. Now, when you run out of thread and you want to change off another color, you just snip off the top and you're going to retie with your new color. You're going to retie your needle and you're just going to continue weaving. Now these ends you can tuck underneath, and then you can cut them off at the end. Now when you're done with your weaving, all you do is these parts down here, you just pull them up and they'll actually stay in place, which is really cool. And then you have your little mini rug. You can do with it anything you want, turn it into a bracelet, a necklace, if it's bigger, maybe a mouse pad, something like that. And there you go, there's your weaving. Thanks for watching, everyone.